What's up, folks? Welcome back to our Medieval Mondays, and today we're going to be talking about Saladin and his political structure. Now, in our last video, we talked about Saladin's military structure and why it was extremely powerful and effective. Today, we're going to talk about his military structure. His political structure. So, the first thing to note is that Saladin had no centralized financial institution. He did not have a centralized financial establishment. Second thing is, he did not have a select group of people like tax collectors, to go out and pull in revenue from each of the provinces of his lord. Even though the emirs and princes he had duties were to recruit his iqtas into the army to fulfill Saladin's personal affairs, the same structure did not apply to the finances of the kingdom. Each prince and emir was in control of his own and did not expect Saladin to bother it in any way, form, or fashion. Now, he did indeed have Diwans who would occasionally bring him in a report of explaining how things were going within the country, but it was not so much so it was every month someone was bringing a report of how Egypt was doing or other places. Now, Egypt did indeed have a much more stable structure, but that was not from Saladin's own doing. That had already existed under the empire of the Fatimids, so it was something that they already had, and when Saladin took over, it just passed on down there as well. A perfect example of Saladin's lack of monetary power would be in 1183 when he wanted to lay siege to Al-Karak. I'm probably butchering this pronunciation. It's all right down here for you guys. He brought his brother along and had him bring his family and his personal wealth with him. And he borrowed 150,000 dinars from him on the spot because he was not able to continue the siege because he had no money to do so. And as we point out, Saladin's personal wealth was not enough often to go out on the vast campaigns he wanted to, but the political structure of the country did not allow him to demand the people to give him revenue and bring it in without causing rebellion. It was already enough struggle for him to make sure his princes and emirs did not rebel against him because it was up to him what they inherited that was theirs. It could have caused further fracturing inside the kingdom had he demanded that people pay him money on top of recruiting armies for him that would be doing his bidding. He also only had 1,000 personal guards, so he did not have enough manpower that was directly under him that could serve 24/7 that was capable of policing this vast territory that he ruled over. So the question people often bring up is, if Saladin's structure was so strong militarily, but still had the risk of falling apart, while at the same time not as strong financially, what was the glue that held this vast kingdom together?